Want to know what to bring to Halloween Horror Nights? Well, today I'm going to give you the 11 things that you cannot forget to pack for HHN. The first thing you're going to want to have is chafing powder for HHN. Now, if you're familiar with theme parks, you know there is a lot of walking that will be done. And it's definitely no different at Halloween Horror Nights. It's lots of walking through scare zones and houses. So if you are like some people and you suffer from what they call chub rub, then you know it's going to be necessary to have some powder like a Body Glide product or something like a Gold Bond, because the worst thing you can do is leave the parks with this type of rash on your body that is similar to a diaper rash, quite annoying and quite painful. The next thing that is very important that you don't want to forget is your Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Night tickets, and don't forget to download that app. Now, don't overlook this tip because it seems so easy, but some people do freak out when it comes to ticketing, since the park sometimes operates a little bit differently for Halloween Horror Nights. So I recommend first downloading the Universal Orlando app. You can purchase your tickets on there, or you can try websites that I recommend like the Park Prodigy for discounted tickets, and also Groupon. Everybody forget about Groupon. Yes, get your tickets there too. And when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights, the ticket pricing can start from the mid-70s, about $74, but it also depends on the day. As you get closer to October, the weekends, and actual Halloween date, the prices do go up. Now, once you purchase your Halloween Horror Nights ticket, if you did it through the app, then you'll see that your ticket will appear in the wallet portion of the application. And it's super convenient to have it, since a lot of times we're just using our phone anyway, but you might be a little old school and want to have your tickets printed out. My tip for you is to get to the park a day or two earlier so you can just print out your tickets from the kiosk if that's how you like to have your ticket, if you like physical copies. If not, if you have it through the app, then you'll definitely be able to just show them your ticket directly from your phone. Just play with the application before you even get to the park so that you're very comfortable with it the night of, so you can just be scrolling through it, do what you gotta do while somebody's running by you with a chainsaw. The next thing you want to bring to HHN are earplugs. Now, one of the biggest things that you probably weren't thinking about was just how loud the park can be with all of the noise and atmosphere. I mean, Universal's trying to create this incredible, horrific atmosphere. So you're going to have noises and music and lighting and just a lot going on that it may be sensory overload. Going through the houses and scare zones can get very loud and it can get overwhelming. And we believe that protecting your hearing is important to your health. And I understand not wanting to lose your house experience by not being able to hear what you're walking into, but you can still hear everything with your earplug. The next thing you're going to want to bring to Halloween Horror Nights are waterproof shoes. Now, circling back to the Florida weather, I have to stress that it will rain. And most of the time, if you have been to Halloween Horror Nights on opening nights or opening weekend, you know that first weekend, for some reason, it's like the most rainiest day in Orlando. And you don't want to walk around the whole time at the park the rest of the night with wet sneakers. Ugh, everybody hates that feeling. So having waterproof shoes will help you be able to just be comfortable. So have some comfortable waterproof sneakers that you can find on Amazon. The next thing that you want to bring to Halloween Horror Nights is your hand sanitizer, because that is going to be very important this year. This is another essential item for HHN that I highly recommend, especially as we are still dealing with the remnants of a pandemic. We still need to understand that we are coming up onto the cold and flu season. So you just want to be able to keep your hygiene great so you can stay happy and healthy on your HHN trip. The next thing that you want to bring to Halloween Horror Nights is a fanny pack or a small backpack. Now, this is something you got to think about how you're going to carry your things. Are you a person who could fit everything in your pockets? Or you're someone who's like, I don't want a big bag, but I want something. But I also like things like sling bags because they can go across your chest. You can keep your bag in front of you. And fanny packs. I know they may not be the cool thing, but fanny packs are so convenient at theme parks. They're right in front of you. You don't have to worry about anybody getting close to your stuff. They're small enough that it's not an annoyance, and they can hold like your main things, which is basically your phone and your tickets. The next thing that you want to bring to Halloween Horror Nights is a portable charger. And if you're like me, you will be using your camera part of your phone all night. You might be sharing your memories on social media at the same time. And so while you're doing that, your phone is going to start to run out of battery. So you're going to want to have a portable charger with you. And I would definitely link some of my favorite recommendations below. The next thing that you want to remember for Halloween Horror Nights is to bring a bottle of water or your Coca-Cola Freestyle Cup that you could get here at Universal Studios. Now keep in mind, especially if you are doing the Halloween Horror Nights Stay and Scream early admission upgrade, you will be staying in one area until team members let you out to go to the various houses at the beginning of the event. This means dealing with the Florida heat and humidity for a long time. So you're going to want to have water on hand so that you can stay hydrated. So my best advice for you is, if you're going to bring your bottle of water, make sure the lid is sealed so that they know that you haven't added anything to it like alcohol. And if you want to bring an outside bottle from home, just make sure it's empty. Now, there is also the option of getting a Freestyle Cup from any of the participating locations at Universal Orlando. It will allow you to get free refills all day. So how do you use your Universal Freestyle Cup? You can get a refill on your Freestyle Cup every 10 minutes with one pour each time, and it starts about $18, but that's not a bad deal if you keep refilling it. The next thing that you will want to bring to HHN is a poncho or umbrella. And as I mentioned when we discussed the thing about having waterproof shoes, is that you are not just going to want to protect your feet, but your whole body from the rainfall. Also, if you are doing Stay and Scream or anything in that first couple of hours where the sun is still kind of shining, having an umbrella can block the rays of the sun. Only downside is that you have to carry the umbrella the rest of the night. So just something to think about. Now, when it comes to your poncho, you can get a whole pack of them from the Dollar Tree, but you can get them at Universal if you don't want to. But yeah, they're going to charge you if you wait to get your poncho at Universal. When you're coming to Halloween Horror Nights, one of the things that you may not think about bringing is some medication for a possible headache. There are places like Walgreens and CVS around Universal Studios for roller coasters like the one behind me, and for all the screaming you'll be doing here at Halloween Horror Night. If you plan on hanging out from the opening of the park, which is in the morning, to the end of the whole event of Halloween Horror Nights, which goes to the next day, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you may end up getting a headache. Even if you take a midday break from doing Universal Studios in the morning, going back to your hotel, it's still a lot on your body. You never know how you're going to react to the houses, if all the noise and everything and you screaming and jumping is going to really make you kind of like, man, I'm very achy or I have a headache. It's good to have something on hand just in case. Now, you're going to want to bring this very important piece of your Halloween Horror Nights packing list, and that's a friend. I mean, because only brave souls come out here alone, and I'm an advocate for solo travelers, but yeah, you're gonna wanna bring a friend. Now, the tagline for Halloween Horror Nights is never go alone, and I know that's kind of ironic for us solo travelers here. For this one, don't make the mistake I did when I went alone, and I was just too scared to do anything. So having a friend will make the experience so much fun. You got two people that we recommend you bring. Either one who is either very experienced with the event and okay with going first through all of the houses, or two, someone who is way more scared than you, so that when you go through houses, the scare actors will bother them and not you. I know, but hey, those are the kind of friends we want at Halloween Horror Nights. I know if you're going with me, I'm gonna need you to be the friend that goes in first, and then I need a friend that's behind me so I can be in the middle and put my head in the back of the first person's back, and then I have somebody on my back protecting me. So that's how I like to do Halloween Horror Nights. And if you're like that, let me know so that we can go together, okay? And if you want more Halloween Horror Night tips and tricks and all that great stuff, then take a look at this next video. And until next time, happy park hopping hipsters.